Hello everyone! Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, or set of episodes, we took on the Artisan Gym. And now in this one we've returned to the school because it's time for classes. Let's take part in some new classes. So we got a history, language, art, and home ec. You do like history with Miss Ruffert? Class will begin soon. Don't be tidy. Oh, I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Ruffert. I will be the one to impact knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forge the path to the present in which we live. Today, you shall all learn about the most mysterious location in all of Paldea, the Great Crater. As you are all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero. The research of its biological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It is long believed that a certain something rests at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Ah, perfect timing for you to make eye contact, young Peridion. Answer me this. What exactly is believed to be in the in the depths of the Great Crater inside Area Zero? Treasure! A Snorlax! A Pokémon Center! It is treasure. Heh, that's correct. You are surprisingly clever, aren't you? I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right, some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in this world rests in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all but those who have official business there. Do not dare entering the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Oh ho, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Time for History 2. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now part of history. Today, we will continue unraveling the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region, under the rule of the Paldean Emperor, historical accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as quite the dictator. This emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magic, and beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the emperors sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Viridion. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Emperor began to rule this region? About 1,000 years ago, about 2,000 years, or 3,000 years? It is about 2,000 years ago. Heh, that is correct. You are surprisingly a clever one, aren't you? I see you were listening intently to my lecture. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it a punishing journey itself that barred their entry? Or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly highlighted the air of mystery around the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at that time. I suppose I can only hope for a swift invention of a time machine. Oh ho, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Oh, and apparently it's nighttime. Now let's go for language. You'd like to take languages with Mr. Salvatore. Class will begin soon, don't be tidy. Now watch me butcher on the foreign languages. My dear students, how are you all today? Feeling good, I hope? Liebe Abbati Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci, Brimberkorp. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I am so Hero Hicks or happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior. So just imagine I'm here to save you from the spooky new languages. Ha ha ha! Funny, no? That's right. My classes will teach you all about various languages from different regions. You say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people elsewhere may say bonjour or saltat. I've heard there are even a popular streamer out there who mashes several languages together and says hello, hola, ciao and bonjour. There are so many regions out there in our world and each have their own unique language. Gracias, merci, zigazee, arigato, danke. All these have the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Goodbye, thank you, good night. It is thank you. Wahoo! Viridion, was it? Bravo! That's correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias is merci, zigazee. These words all mean thank you. I guess as some of you probably knew at least one of those. Despite the meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't it that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try to speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try and make the people you meet very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in a local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Oh, there's that pesky bell. I guess that's all the time we have for today. Well, aridos, merdachi, leb pinonce. See you later, everyone. Now for languages 2. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope. It is time for Salvatore's language lesson. Elise with potets. Are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oi. Z is super. In our last class, I believe I told you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? In Likus Divadu Uhalu, today's class, we will learn about a certain word sure to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. What word, you ask? Well, you will have to guess. Deliciosi, harochu, borino. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? Delicious, sorry, help. Delicious. Wagwa! Correct! Z super! I knew I could count on you, Faridion. Delicioso, harichu, and borono. All these words mean delicious. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get the big saute, a smile, that is, from whoever you are talking to. It will make communication go smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when you say the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be Hirukrex happy to receive such a compliment? And now, pros of nothing. Let me give you all my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is compliment the person you are talking to. After all, it is not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either. It's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet it will make for an abundance of sympathetic, sympathic, whatever that word is, a more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. See you all adu cause next lesson, that is. Adios, Merudachi. Now time for art. You like art with Mr. Hassel? Greetings, I am Hassel. I will be teaching this art class. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Now, let me be candid for a moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you've learned in this class once you graduate. After all, you don't need a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So is my class a waste of time for you then? I think not. At least, I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty, anyway? What makes something beautiful? The shape, the color, the eye of the beholder? I don't know. Interesting. Thank you, Faridion. Oh, I don't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The important thing is that you all take the time to think about it. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of a road, for example. Questioning why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why leaves change color. Pondering the windmills of Anderson and how they move, contemplating the chilling bite of the waters of Casarata. I'm sure you will find that every little detail of your lives will be more vivid, more impactful, if you just take a moment to stop and think. I am certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help pull you through the days where your studies have you exhausted, or when work has dampened your spirits. Ah, do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all that now. To put it simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. It is my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color to your lives. That's all for today. Next time, we will try a more hands-on approach to appreciating beauty. Time for Art 2. Hello class, it is I, Hassel yet again. In our previous class, we discussed that beauty which might have been a little boring for you. So today, I thought I would mix things up a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guests. This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. As some of you may already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Terra Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be of the Dragon type, but by terrestrializing, it succeeded in changing its type. So, class, what type do these lovely, glistering flowers above Professor Gibble's head represent? Grass, fire, or water? Grass type. Excellent, Viridion! Full marks for you! These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head show that it has now become a grass type. The shape of the Terra Aerodule above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Terra type. To summarize, if an opponent Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Terra Jewel closely to see which type it has become, and choose the effective moves accordingly. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. That is it for today. Hey class, thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help. And now let's take on home ec. You like egg home ec with Mr. Sergio. I see we have some energetic young ones in our class this time around. You may call me Mr. Sergio. Your time here with me will be spent entertaining knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life. Many of you have left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the academy dormitory. I pray that the knowledge I impact to you will improve your quality of your lives and the necessities thereof: food, clothing, and shelter. Of these three categories, I assume that most pressing and interesting for you all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manners of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch, or increase the XP that your Pokemon will receive. I think you will all also find that the beheef of these effects can be extended by crafting sandwiches. is of superb flavor. What's more important is there's a certain something that is particularly important if we wish to receive meal powers with even more powerful effects. Let me see, Master Feridion, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more powerful meal powers? My choice is of filling condiments. How fast I can prepare the food. I have to remember to put my heart into it. My choice is of fillings. Perfectly correct, Master Feridion. Perhaps you were already aware of this fact from having helped your family with cooking at home. Your choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, may gain you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will most certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I feel the utmost joy if you all learned here in my class and came to a better understanding of home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. And last but not least, let's do Home Ec 2. Put away your phones, it is time to begin class. In our last class, I believe we all talked about the effects you could get from food on your picnics. You receive meal powers and even restore HP for all Pokemon in your party. It's truly a convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you are aware, it is not suited for use in battles as I am yawning. When you cannot make food or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items, such as potions, which you can purchase from Pokemarts or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used anywhere, any time that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 HP, Super Potions restore 60 HP, and Hyper Potions restore 120 HP. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you are stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an inexplicable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself injured with an injured Pokemon, but you have no potions, and you're out of sandwich ingredients. There are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Feridion, what should you search for when in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? A place with water, a teacher, items lying on the ground. Perfectly correct, Master Feridion. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shining on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item, such as an Oranberry or a potion, in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shiny items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ of healing your... but I see the bell demands that topic wait. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. And with that, we're done all of the classes currently. So, we will end the episode off here. In the next episode, we'll start making our way to our next objective. If you enjoyed this episode, you like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.